At Petty John Auto Center, we put customers first, making car buying easy and stress-free with honest pricing and no hidden fees. Choose from 9 trusted brands of new cars: Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC, plus more than 250 quality pre-owned vehicles. Our service department is here to keep you on the road with confidence. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bethany, Albany, and Trenton, or browse our inventory anytime at pettyjohnauto.com.
Make every room your favorite room with O'Neill's Home Furnishings in Bethany. From lazy boy recliners and stylish sectionals to bedroom sets and dining tables built to last, we bring comfort and style together. Plus, enjoy free delivery, setup, and takeaway within 60 miles. Financing is available, subject to credit approval. Visit o'neillshomefurnishings.com or call 660-425-7200. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 to 6. O'Neill's, where great style meets everyday living.
I want to welcome you again to another one of our Sports Central interviews brought to you by Harrison County Community Hospital. Joined once again by South Harrison varsity track coach Chris Schoning. And Coach, we were talking a little bit before we started recording here, how well your track teams have done, both boys and girls, here at the end of the season. Last week, we had an opportunity to be over at the Grand River Conference meet. The girls end up as a team first, the boys fifth. And we were talking about all of it, and I kind of got some notes here. But you just look field events on shot put, girls side, Ambry Hunter, Keely Gilpatrick, fourth and fifth. Boys side, Carson Eibel, freshman, shows up, gets first. Yeah. Cray Coffey second. Discus, Ambry and Keely again. Ambry second, Keely fourth. Disc for the boys, Cray first, Cooper Jones seventh. High jump, boys, Jet Cornett second, Kel Taggart fifth. Pole vault, Carly Fork second, Tania Dahl sixth, Marshall Holtzclaw first. Triple jump, Lexi Hunter third, Lucy Rainey seventh. Long jump, Lexi Hunter fourth, Amber Kiley fifth. Mason Galloway first with a GRC record there. Javelin, Bailey Barnett first, Keely Gilpatrick second. Jet Cornett second, Ethan Coe sixth. So that's just the field events. Maybe just talk about that side, and then we'll look at some of the running events here. Just what your teams did, both boys and girls, to really dominate there on the field event side.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of been our strong point this whole year. We were expecting to do pretty well there in the field events, kind of just across the board, really. You mentioned that we had a couple champions there. So it was a really good showing for us. Had a couple people step up, like Carson Eibel. He's been working hard all year. He's done a really good job for us, and, kind of snuck one past Cray. He hadn't beaten Cray all year, I don't think, but it was just his day that day. So, and Cray was happy for him too. So that's the thing about Cray, though. He's a very humble kid. Was very happy for Carson. So, no, we had a really good group this year, and we had a couple more boys go out this year. The team got a little bigger. That definitely helped. It was good to get some freshmen out there and have them see the success that, our upperclassmen are having doing all these different events. But yeah, our field events, for the most part, have been like our very strong point this year. So very proud of what those guys did in the field events at the GRC.
Yeah, and so then we get to the running events, and I think this is where, and I'll go ahead and go over it, and then I'll ask you a question here. 4x8, the girls placed sixth, the boys sixth. 100 hurdles on the girls' side, Amber Kiley first, Tania Dahl seventh. The 110 hurdles for the boys, Marshall Holtzclaw fourth, Carson Selby, a freshman, sixth. The 100-meter dash on the girls' side, Lexi Hunter fifth, Tania Dahl seventh. The 4x2, the girls second, the boys fifth. 4x1, girls first, boys fifth. The open four, Lucy seventh, Izzy Tibbles eighth. 300 hurdles, Amber Kiley first, Corinne Morgan seventh, Carson Selby fifth. Then on the girls' side, the 4x4, the girls got fourth. And it's one of those things, maybe mentioned as a coach, you put together some teams that maybe on a regular track meet you're not looking at, knowing that there's opportunity, especially there on the girls' side, to get enough points to get a championship. And you had some kids step up and do things maybe they haven't done all season to really help the team. And one of those selfless acts, I know there were some kids that were in events that they hadn't done before, But
Absolutely.
obviously on the girls' side, you're able to get the points to be able to get ahead there.
Yeah, no, the GRC, the championship for the girls team was definitely a team win. And me and the coaches were kind of going through what we thought we could score in, kind of looking at the other GR teams, what they had been putting people in. And with what 9 teams, 8 teams, 8 teams in the GRC, you can only, I mean, you're going to have some relays that other teams don't have people in or don't have enough or just haven't had that relay in. So we were kind of hoping it was going to look kind of the way it did look for us. So we just kind of went straight up to the girls like, hey, like we had that 4x8 team. None of those girls on that 4x8 team had run an 800 all year long. That was pretty much my 4x2 team. And we just said, hey, we think you girls can score some points here for the team. And we think it's going to come down to single digits for winning the conference. So we really need you to do this for us. And they did it. They went out and practiced a little bit, did a good job for us there. So very proud of the whole team. There was a lot of people. The 4x2 was a different team. And we had some people step up, especially younger classmen really step up for us for the girls win. Same thing for the boys. We had some different things for the boys. We had a 4x8 team with them. None of them had run the 4x8, but we were trying to get as close to first as we could. And we did a good job. I thought it was going to be a little tougher for the boys. But I thought they did about as good as they could have. So very proud of both teams from that aspect.
Yeah, and so you get done with conference, then you're heading towards district. And district's another animal. It's not about teams at that
Hmm.
point. You're looking where can individuals or teams try to
Right.
find their way in the top four so they can make it to sectionals. And so just on the boys' side, you look at how you did there. Marshall Holtzclaw first in pole vault. Uh, Cray Coffey, right, first in discus. I think he was there, and he qualified in shot put and discus. And
Right.
then you had some guys just miss. Kel
Yeah.
Taggart in high jump, Carson Nibel in shot put, Mason Galloway in long jump. And then you did have some Jet Cornett who probably would have qualified. And I know I talked to
Yeah.
his mom
Yeah.
that day,
Yeah.
suffering with migraines and vomiting and sick,
Yep.
wasn't able to compete. But there's another on the boys' side that probably would have, having a normal day,
Hmm.
would have went ahead and qualify. So maybe just talk about how the boys did in district and those guys that are moving on this week.
No, I thought the boys did an absolute great job last Saturday at districts. He kind of brought up Jet. That was just kind of a bummer. I felt really bad for him. He got on the bus that morning, was ready to go, looked good, and got off. And he gets these horrible migraines. It just come on, and he had a bag that he's puking in. So he had one event early, javelin, in the morning that we scratched him from. His mom got him some medicine to try to help. We tried to wait as long as we could. He just couldn't do it. So yeah, I felt bad for him in that. He had a very good chance of going to, but Cray did an awesome job throwing disc and shot. We were hoping that he was gonna throw some good numbers out there for sectionals, kind of get that confidence going again. And he did. He did an awesome job for us there. Marshall, pole vaulting, he's even had a tricep thing that he's kind of working on a little bit, but he's been doing a good job rehabbing that and getting better. So I think he felt pretty good on Saturday and was able to do good things for us. And then, like you said, we had a couple other guys. Mason did end up PRing in long jump. Just a couple other guys had good days, and that's how track goes. Especially in field events, you can have a really good day, you can have a really bad day. A couple guys just had really good days, and Mason did too. It just wasn't quite good enough. Carson Nibel had a really good shot at going. We knew it was going to be close, and I think on a kid's last throw, he just edged him out by a little bit. So that's the way track goes. We've had athletes do that to other teams before in districts, and this year it happened to us a couple times. That's just the way track is. That's why you compete. But overall, I thought the boys had a really good day, and we're definitely excited to go to sectionals on Saturday with them.
Okay, so sectionals will be down at Lafayette County in Higginsville. On the girls' side, on the track, Amber Criley qualified in both hurdle events, her 100-meter and the 300 hurdles. Your 4x400 team, Corinne Morgan, Izzy Tibbles, Lucy Rainey, Amber Criley, They finished third, set a school record there
Yep.
at Chillicothe. And then Carly Fork in the pole vault qualified. You had some on the girls' side, Bailey Barnett too in the javelin.
Yes.
Uh,
Yep.
ended up winning there going on, and on the girls' side had some people just miss in that fifth, sixth, seventh range. Ambry and
Yeah.
Lexi Hunter, Ambry and throwing shot and disc, Lexi in the long jump, triple jump. But maybe talk about how the girls fared down there. It was a beautiful day right up until right before the 4x4,
Right.
and the weather changed. I mean, but it was warm, it was sunny, there wasn't a whole lot of wind. And then that 4x4 team, set the school record with puddles on the track and having
Uh-huh.
wait 30 minutes before they go. But maybe just talk about that girls team and what you're looking forward to heading to sectionals here.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Girls kind of same thing. We know there was going to be a lot of close ones. Hopefully get fourth, maybe third. And it did go our way for a few. Didn't go our way for a couple others. Lexi has been a jumper all throughout high school. It kind of flip flop her senior year. Last year we weren't really expecting her to go, especially in long jump. But she PR'd at the right time, had a great jump, and beat a couple girls that she probably most of the time didn't beat. And kind of same thing happened this year, except just the other way. And she didn't jump bad; she jumped good. That's just the way it goes. But 4x4 team, yeah, like you said, it was crazy. Like it'd been nice all day, and then all of a sudden, bam, we just get hit with this crazy storm, winds blowing 50 miles an hour. But luckily, it died off pretty quick. Nothing too crazy, but a lot of those girls, I think they surprised themselves. I'm not. I was a little surprised. I knew we were going to run better than what we had, just because it's a little longer track meet. You got more time to rest. Usually we had Lucy and Izzy in the 400, Corinne and Amber in the 300 hurdles, and a lot of those track meets we went to, they were pretty close together. So they were still going to be a little tired running the 4x4, but they've been wanting to get that record for a long time, and so they did a good job. I was impressed. They got that 413 to 3-1, I think, something like that, 8-1 maybe. But ended up breaking the school record, so that was really fun for them. Hopefully, we just keep getting better. We want to start peaking now. I thought we might have peaked a little early last year, so hopefully we're headed in the right direction here. But they've been working their butts off, so it's been a fun group to coach. Bailey, she just keeps throwing better too. It's kind of the same thing. She's been getting better every single meet. She's new to javelin this year, so I think it's starting to kind of click with her. As far as that throw goes, it is similar to a softball throw. And that's what I told her at the beginning of the year, trying to talk her into going out. I was like, hey, I think you'd be really good at this. You're athletic, you're strong. It is a different type of throw. It's similar, but it's different. And I think it's starting to click with her too now. So, Amber in the 100 hurdles, 300 hurdles, like she's very excited. She made it in the 100 hurdles this year. That's been a goal for her. So we've been working a lot on those. 300 hurdles, she did what she was supposed to do. It's going to be tight at sectionals, but she's got the drive in her. If you ever watch her run that 400, she's our anchor. And most of the time, if she's within striking distance, she's going to find a way to win most of the time. So we're excited for everyone. It's going to be a good day. Not sure about the weather, but everyone's going to have to compete in it. So we just need to, same goal as last week. You don't got to win. You just got to be top four. And that's what I
Yeah.
keep telling them. Like, you might have an off day. I said, but you don't, other competitors might have an off day too. Like, yeah, if the weather's bad for them. All we got to do is make top four and then, go down to state and do the absolute best we can. But a lot of these people have been there before. So that's good also for us. Like Craig's been there, Lucy's been there, Amber's been there, Marshall's been there. So we got a good mixture of some new people going with the older people. They can kind of say, hey, this is what the day's like. Just kind of not stress them out as much because they're going to be nervous. They're going to be freaking out a little bit, but that's okay. That's good. Pressure's always good. It's never hurt anyone. I'm excited to get down there and see what we do Saturday.
And it's one of those things. I was looking at where everyone sits, and you and I kind of talked about this in one of our earlier interviews. our
Yep.
district is so tough.
Yes, it is.
I think in the 4x4, like the two teams that finished first, second in that 4x4 in our district,
We're
two
ranked
of the
first and second.
fastest, yeah,
Yeah.
in the entire state.
Right. Yep.
And so just looking coming in, everyone there'll only be 8 right people per event down there at
Right.
sectional because they just take top 4. But if you look at
Yep.
where we're at, we're ranked either in that top 4 already or just out of it,
Just
like a
outside.
5th
Yep.
or something.
Yep.
And so I think everyone has a great chance to go ahead and move on. And we appreciate your
Absolutely.
time, Coach. And it's been exciting. I enjoyed being able to go over and live stream the GRC meet. We had some
Yeah, that was
internet
awesome.
trouble. But we went ahead and put our recording on so people could watch it. And there is a viral moment in there. If people want to watch the hurdles, and I've noticed our views have started to go up. I don't know if I need to clip that out for the hurdles. But Austin's out, freshman, man, laid
Yeah,
it
no, I
out
got to give
there.
him a shout out, man. I asked him, he's got the body for it. He's not, he's a fast kid. He's young. And I just said, hey, maybe, you're natural at it. And he'd practiced it a couple, like, I knew it wasn't, I mean, it was going to be a long shot, but I was like, maybe we can get 8th place, get a point. And we were doing whatever we possibly could to get points. Um, I asked him, I said, hey, would you be willing to take a shot at this? He's like, yeah, I'll do it. And I knew he would. Like, it's just the type of kid Zhao is. But he did awesome. That first time doing 300 hurdles, it's never fun. You're going to be scared. You're going to be nervous. He attacked that first hurdle just like we practiced, got over it good. I was like, okay, we're off to a good start. And then he clipped that second one, and then it just kind of went downhill for him from there. But the biggest thing I thought was like, I am so proud of you, man. Like no one, like I would say 95% of kids that went through that race like he did would not have finished.
Yeah.
Probably would have stopped after the 5th hurdle. And he just kept trucking, kept going along, and he made it over that final hurdle and crossed the finish line. I said, that's the biggest leap, man. We'll start working on it more next year. And I said, I still think you can be good at it. We just got to practice a little more.
No, and it was, and I mentioned it there on the live stream, just the heart that it takes. And the other thing about
Right.
Austin, anyone that knows him, he's lighthearted, and so he took it all in
Absolutely.
stride.
Yep.
I told him, I said, hey, I may have made you famous. We'll see if we can get you viral here going out. But and those kids whose season ended there last Saturday, right? A great season for all these people, especially you look at the conference accolades and the different
Right.
meets where people were placing and getting medals. I know the goal is always to move on, but the thing to recognize, only a handful of people get a chance to move on.
Right.
It
Yep.
doesn't mean it was a failure of a season. And so, Coach, you've done a great job. We look forward to Saturday, and hopefully we get a large group moving on to state down in Jefferson City next week.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the goal. So yeah, appreciate everything you do, CF. It was awesome you coming to the GRC meet. So just want to say appreciate that and appreciate you and whatever and everything you do for these kids. I know a lot of people enjoy it and we definitely appreciate it. So thank you.
All right, thanks a lot, and we'll talk to you hopefully next week.